Hey, here we are, day one in our challenge, and we're going to start with how do we set our intentions? Our intentions really matter, and we have to decide to do something, right? And when we set our intention to move forward, it's like sort of claiming to the universe, claiming to ourselves, claiming to our spirit guides that we are ready to embark on this journey together. And we begin all magical workings with setting our intention, right? And speaking of magical workings, we're going to do this exercise called the magic wand exercise. You can follow along in your journal, or if you need more room than I gave you in the journal, get out your own a paper to kind of fill it in. And I'm going to give you some time. And if you feel like you need more time, I really recommend that you just stop the recording and give yourself as much time as you need to go through each of this. We don't want to miss any nuggets of gold in there by rushing through it. So because this is recorded, you don't have to do that. Just push pause, give yourself plenty of time for each prompt. Okay. So because this is a magical practice, it has been for me in my life, and I think it can be for you too. Let's imagine that you had a magic wand and you could kind of wave it over your life. And if you did that, um, letting yourself be fully psychic and intuitive, like sort of magically opening up your psychic and intuitive abilities to their fullest, what would that be like for you? Let's dive into that a little bit. Um, what would you really use your psychic abilities for, right? I feel like they're for navigating in our own life and for helping other people. But what would it be like if you kind of let that off the chain? And I bring that up because a lot of people have tamped down their psychic abilities. Like sometimes that we're really psychic as children, we kind of put it in a box, we kind of squish it down and, try to pretend to be normal. That doesn't always work, right? So if we let the genie out of the box, what would that look like for you? So take a minute and just write that down. What would you use your newfound psychic skills for? And now I'm wondering if it would help you understand or discover your life purpose. I always feel like we have these gifts for a reason, right? That they're sort of God, universe, divine source gave us these gifts, and often they're tied into our life purpose. Even if your life purpose isn't to be a professional psychic like I am, their chances are really good it's for something. So, what do you think it's for? How could it help you in your current life work? So, take a minute and jot down a few thoughts about that too. Or maybe activating your psychic potential would help you achieve some of your dreams. Meet your soulmate, move to your perfect home. I don't know, it's so useful when we align with our psychic abilities because it's very tied to our soul essence. It can really, really move us forward in a beautiful way. I feel like it sort of creates this magnetic draw for us to live our life in a deeper, truer, more soulful way. So, what dreams do you have that you think accessing your psychic ability would help you achieve? Take a few minutes and jot that down. And like I said, if you need to pause, go ahead. Well, maybe you want to use your psychic gifts to help other people. I think it's always sort of 50-50 meant to help us navigate through our own life and also help us assist other people. Even again, like if you're not meant to be a professional psychic, we still allow this intuitive insight to sort of come over us and we show up at the right time to help somebody. We open our mouth, something amazing comes out of it that your angel used you to speak to that person for a minute, right? So, what's it like for you to help other people with your gift? And maybe that does mean you want to be a professional psychic and live your life as a healer. If that's true, write that down too. So take a minute and just let your imagination run loose as you imagine sort of this best future self. And sometimes it helps to kind of finish the sentence. So if I could fully master my psychic abilities, I would be so thrilled and happy to use it for these things. Finish that sentence. So I hope that gave you so much to think about. Thanks for joining us on our first day. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about how do we release fear. It's one of the most important things that I do when I teach psychic development. We have to get that out of the way because it can really block us and shut us down if we don't look at our fears and work them out. See you tomorrow.